You know, when you go from drills to playing 5-on-5 and running up and down, we have a tendency to forget things, but you just got to keep doing it and doing it and doing it.
Jabari said that he feels like he's pretty much caught up with everybody else. Have you seen that out of him, that he made up, that he lost and missed out on when you guys were hitting?
Jabari's got a great aptitude to learn. You know, I mean, it's unfortunate that he wasn't, but this summer he may be like a veteran now. I mean, he picks things up very quickly, you know, which is great because we need that. You know, and Gary really picks things up. There's so many different situations and scenarios that hit them that you know they haven't seen before. So obviously you got to coach them through all those things, and that's just, you know. I remember Missoula playing about 7 or 8 minutes against Virginia in the scrimmage and turning it over about 8 times. I mean, to the point where he came over and said, "Take me out." And I said, "No, I just want you to get them all out of your system." You know, but we're going to have some, you know, situations that they haven't seen, and we're trying. You know, and I think the hard thing is you don't want to not do the fundamentals. You know, you have to be fundamentally sound, but at the same time, you know, you can't just do fundamentals when you have such a short period of time to get guys ready. And the carryover is a big thing. The other thing is, and I've said this 1,000 times, but we do one simple thing to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next, and in a very rapid succession, which makes it complex. That's what complex things are. A bunch of little things that are all thrown together. Our transfer from one to the next right now is not good.
How about Truck off the ball? You liking what you see there? Limit 2?
Yeah, I mean, Truck's always going to have the ball. So I mean, it's not like he's not going to have the ball, but you know, we're going to run more things for Truck to get step-in shots. We're going to run more things where we can get Truck more in an isolation after we've moved to defense. And yeah, I think he's responded well to it.
Is he still your best shooter? Or are these other guys showing you a little bit there?
He's probably still our best shooter. Jabari shoots it. Barry Brown shoots it. It depends. You know, if I told you somebody today and then you asked me tomorrow, it'd probably be somebody else. You know, they're just not. We're not as consistent as what we need.
How was the swap with Billy and Jared going? And how's Jared doing with the coaching side?
It's great. Billy's done a fantastic job with what, you know, we really needed done. When you have this many new guys, and I've got to be gone as much as I've got to be gone. I mean, I'm gone virtually every day in September, so I'm not around. So you need, then Larry's gone. So we needed a guy who's been around and understands, you know, what needs to be done. And Jared's been great. Jared's been great at recruiting. Jared's been great at home.
Coach, in all the years that you've coached, have you ever had it to your knowledge where you're returning 2 1,000-point scorers?
Probably. I would guess that I have. I would guess I might have 3. Probably. I don't know for sure, but I would guess that Forson and Flint and Burton all. I mean, I know they all have no scoring. I probably at least 2, maybe.
With everything that's been going on in the Big 12 lately, has it been on your mind what kind of league Matthews to be playing in the future with the big season?
No, you know what? The only thing that's bothered me is the phone calls. My phone rings. Usually it rang about every 5 minutes. Now it's probably every 2. You know, I've learned a long time ago. You know, I used to worry about those things or be concerned. Maybe worry's not the right idea, but I can't control that. And the truth is, for us, honestly, for us, the Big 12 is a heck of a league, but the Big East is, basketball-wise, is still a heck of a league. So, you know, we'll figure it out and do the best we can in whatever it is.
I saw a comment by Frank Martin that he would be ecstatic to see West Virginia. How much would you enjoy or not enjoy, you know, seeing them every year?
Well, I always enjoy seeing Frank. It's a lot of fun. I don't know about his team. No, I mean, it's I've been in the league. It's a good league, you know. The one we're in's pretty good. You know, it's not like going from an inferior league to another. You know, the Big East has been the best basketball league in America. But we had 16 teams too. You know, I mean, and the Big 12 is. I mean, I've been to Stillwater. You know, I mean, I've been to places you guys haven't been, so I know how hard it is.
It seems like a lot of the issues that fractured that league are still in place. Are those mainly football issues? Do they concern basketball less than they would football?
I mean, let's be honest. If you have Georgetown, Villanova, St. John's, Connecticut, I mean, West Virginia, whoever, it's still a very, very good basketball. It may not be like clearly the best, but it still might be the best. Who knows? You know, it depends on what everybody does in a particular year. But, you know, it's like everybody said at the media conference. You know, so we had 11 teams now, all time. Maybe it will never be done again. So you take those two away, we still had 9. You realize nobody's ever had 9. I mean, you know, it is what it is. But you know, the truth of the matter is, this is not a basketball decision, and really it shouldn't be totally a football decision. It should be what's in the best interest of our university. And you know, the two guys that we have making that decision, without a question, are going to do that. You know, President Huggins and Oliver are going to do what's in the best interest of this university. I have no doubt, nor should anybody else have any doubt that that's what will happen. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about.
How do you feel about the notion that politicians have kind of gotten involved?
Well, I don't know. What are we? $800 trillion in debt, you know? I mean, they probably need to get involved in a few other things. I could never understand why they got involved in baseball while you know, our dollar continues to shrink worldwide. But, you know, I guess everybody has to do something in their spare time.
Your Final Four team was built on New Jersey and New York kids. I think all of them were starters were from those two states. Is it harder to recruit kids from that area if you don't have the Big East attached to this, or does that get overcooked?
I don't know. I didn't try. I don't know. I mean, you can look at it a couple different ways. I mean, if in fact we end up somewhere else, we may be the closest school in that league to the East. You know, I mean, I don't know. I know when I first got to Cincinnati, we were in the Metro. We were the northernmost school in the Metro, and if you went to about Wilmington, Ohio, nobody knew what the Metro was. You know, Wilmington's not very far north if you haven't been there. And if you got to Columbus, they never heard of it. You know, so then when we went to the Great Midwest, and all of a sudden it's Milwaukee and Chicago and St. Louis, it opens up different areas for you. And then Conference USA basically went from Milwaukee to Tampa. You know, we didn't have anything on the East Coast, but we still had a pretty good area that people had recognition of. But you know, when you start talking about the leagues that we're talking about, everybody's
You referred to your faith in Oliver and then Jim Clements to make the right decision. Dana said that he doesn't have time to really talk to them about what's going on. Do you ever call up and say, hey, what's the latest? Do you keep in touch with all of it, or do you just let it be?
No, I mean, they've been really good at, you know, keeping us abreast of what's going on. And obviously I was in the Big 12, so you know, I kind of get it from that side as well. In fact, I'm trying to think. I haven't been in the SEC or the Pac-12, but other than that, I may know somebody I probably was in every other one. I just got a text from a buddy of mine who said I probably, when they you know, put my list of credentials down when I'm done, I probably will have been in more leagues than any other coach in history. So I'm not sure that league though. Yeah, never did.
Coach, on that note, you're 9 wins shy of 700. What is it going to mean to you when you reach that milestone?
Or 9 and something. I I was real young, you know, I heard that story about the tortoise and the hare, and I don't want to be the hare. You know, I don't want to be smelling flowers and see the tortoise run by me. You don't have time in this business, you know. I mean, it's just, there's too many things going on, and particularly here now. There's a lot of things going on.
What are you most excited about on the freshmen coming in?
Well, hopefully they come in and they're very productive. I think the thing that we have that's really neat, the thing that people are really proud of, we've got really good guys. They're good guys. I don't have issues. You know, I don't have chase guys to make sure they don't leave class early, you know, those kind of things. We have good guys. They're good.
Thanks.